Brothers and sisters in Jesus. When we make a promise, that promise always gives us the hope. At the same time, when we break the promise, that gives us unhappiness and disappointment, and above all, the anger. But when that promise is being kept up, that gives us joy and happiness in our life. If that promise is being made by the Lord, then the joy and happiness enhances because He never breaks the promise. He keeps up the promise. That's what we have seen in the gospel of today. The promise that God has taken to the humanity is being fulfilled through Blessed Virgin Mary and also her cousin Elizabeth. So in the gospel we have heard the promise that is being made with Mary, that is not only for her, it was for the whole humanity. That is a promise not only just for Mary to be joyful, but at the same time for the whole of the humanity to be joyful. That was the promise that God made with the Blessed Virgin Mary. Now, in the gospel we have heard the promise is that God is with us. His name shall be called Emmanuel. So as the promise is being given to Mary, another promise is being given to the whole of the humanity that He is going to be with us. Not only that Jesus is going to be born in the womb of the Blessed Virgin Mary, but on the other hand, the same Son of God is going to be with us. So the promise that was given to Mary in a powerful manner happened in the life of each and every one of us. So when we come back to our life, we have made many promises in our daily life. At the same time, in the sacramental life also, we have made many promises. But when we keep that promises in our life faithfully, that is affecting every person in a joyful manner. So when Mary accepted the promise that has come from God, it is being blessed not only Mary, but every person the same way. In our family life, in our married life, in our sacramental life, when we keep up the promise that we make towards God, be sure, when we keep up, that is going to bless us, not only us, but the people those who are around us also are being blessed. That's what we heard from the gospel of today. So let us look into our life. Which are the promises that we break in our life? When we break the promise that we have made with God through the sacramental life, through the individual life, there are consequences not only for us, for everyone. It affects so negatively every person. It's hammering on every person. The gospel of today, Mary is challenging us. The promise that we have made with God, keep it up. Don't break it. All the more that we become so faithful in the promise that we have made with God, our family and our individual life are going to be blessed. Then the second part of the gospel is a visitation of Mary to the house of Elizabeth. They actually the meeting of the four persons, the expectant two mothers at the same time, Mary, Elizabeth, and the two sons, Jesus and John the Baptist. These are the four people that we find in the gospel of today meeting together. And why this meeting has taken place? Why this visitation? The visitation is an outcome of the faith in action in the life of the Blessed Virgin Mary. When He put in action the faith that she had in her own life, the promise that she made with God the Father, His faith is in action. That's why she has gone towards the house of Elizabeth. The visitation means the faith of Mary in action. When we come back to our life, we too are asked to have the faith in action. It's not just enough to say that I have faith, I have the devotion to God, and I love the Holy Eucharist, I love to recite the rosaries. We may do many things. But what God expects from us is faith in action. We can recite many things and we can say many hours of prayers we can say in the church or in the family. But after all that, what God expects from us is the faith in action. Otherwise, all our prayers and all our time that we spend in the church is nothing. So when we come in contact with the realities of our life, our faith has to be expressed. At the time of the temptations, at the time of our relationship with one another, in every moment, our faith has to be actualized and faith has to become so powerful. It has to be in practice. Then we can say what all the prayers and everything that we do is going to be effective in our life. Mary has done it. Mary, when she said, "Behold the handmaid of the Lord, be it unto me according to thy word," is being actualized by visiting Elizabeth. She never sat in her own house, but instead she is understanding the need of someone, and her faith is actualized by helping Elizabeth in her own life. Then, what is the outcome of that meeting? When her faith became in action, three things are taking place. One is, when they met each other, they are being filled with the Holy Spirit. And secondly, they are being filled with joy. And lastly, they too are being blessed each other. Elizabeth is admonishing or praising Mary and said, "Blessed are among women. And blessed are you who believed that what God promised will be done in your life." So when the faith come in action, one of the miracles that is happening in our life is that we will be filled with the Spirit of God. That's what we have heard in the gospel. When Mary met Elizabeth, it is being said they were filled with the Spirit of God. And second thing that has happened is that they were filled with joy. But if our faith is not in action, there will not be Holy Spirit. There will not be joy in our life. We may pray hours and hours, but at the same time, there will not be joy and happiness in us. But on the other hand, when our prayer is going to be enacted in action in our daily life, be sure we will be filled with the Spirit of God, and secondly, we will be filled with the joy that is a free gift of God. And lastly, we all will be filled, will be the blessed people in the eyes of God. So based on the gospel of today, let us ask ourselves, am I keeping up the promise that I have made before God? We make a number of promises before God, but at the same time, we break according to our convenience. The gospel is inviting us, challenging us, keep up the promises. Then our faith is going to be in action. When our faith is going to be in action, we will be filled with the Spirit of God. The moment that we are being filled with the Spirit of God, we will be filled with the joy. Then lastly, we will be blessed before the eyes of God and one another. God bless you.